Hello and welcome to the Hobby CNC with Dave show. We've got kind of a slim crew tonight. Got some folks not feeling well, got some folks out doing family stuff. But my old buddy Paul is here with me. How you doing, Paul?
Good.
And now that I think about it, let me change this layout here. Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, we've got some folks under the weather and lots of, I guess, Halloween stuff going on. So it's just us two tonight, but we are going to do a little bit of show and tell. I've got some pictures. Some of them I've had, I don't know, probably 2-3 weeks or so that have been sent to me. We just haven't got around to showing those yet. And then I got some more in today. But before we get started with that, I want to talk about a few other things. One is, of course, we'll be doing the drawing tonight, like we always do. I have not heard from Cody, so I don't know which bit he'll want to do the giveaway on, but I've just put the generic hashtag cadence in there, so that'll be the hashtag we use for that. And of course, we always want to thank Cody for being the sponsor of this live giveaway we do every single week, Cadence Manufacturing and Design. So thank you, Cody, wherever you are. It's a little different because Cody's out in Arizona somewhere, so that he's on a whole different time thing, and so it's easy to forget that. Oh yeah, it's already time for the thing. So, but anyway, so y'all get those hashtag cadence in. I see them scrolling up as I look over there. Another thing I wanted to talk about real quick is, I can find it. Where the heck did I put it? Oh, here it is. It's the, here we go. The Gatton CNC Christmas Challenge. This will be the 7th annual. Officially starts on Black Friday, November 25th. But I wanted to mention, I'm putting my feelers out, trying to get some folks to sponsor some of the prizes. The usual suspects, the different woodworking places like Klingspor, Rockler, Woodcraft, all that. I always try to contact those, see if they want to. They do, sometimes they don't. In fact, I think Klingspor has always done it anytime I've asked. So, but anyway, regardless, always try to get as many little gifts as we can, whether it be gift cards or whatever they want to donate to the cause as a prize for the challenge thing. But I thought, just to make sure everybody is clear, any of you wonderful folks out there in the audience, if you'd like to get a little exposure for your YouTube channel or maybe your little side business or whatever, if you would like to donate something, it could be something as simple as a $25 Amazon gift card or something like that. Usually if I end up footing the bill, I usually like to do gift cards because, one, they're, with a gift card, people can get whatever the heck they want. And for another thing, you don't have to ship something. So it makes it easy. So anyway, just throwing that out there. If anybody wants to offer something up like that, that would be much appreciated. And we'll be doing the, once the challenge is over, we'll be right here. And I don't have the date right in front of me, but whatever I think it's the first Saturday in January, we'll be right here doing the challenge announcements and stuff right here on the Hobby CNC with Dave show. So if anybody is interested in doing that, let me know. Everybody knows how to get a hold of me. I'm all over Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all the stuff, you know. So I'm not hard to find. And you can always go to the website, and that's not hard to find because it's davegatton.com. You can go to there and just click on one of the email links and send me an email that way if you want. So let me know. I would appreciate it if anybody's interested in doing that. All right. Now let's talk. I made myself a list so I wouldn't forget anything. Let's, one other thing behind me here. Now you'll have to excuse, I got kind of a mess back here, tools and stuff stacked on it. You know, any flat surface, you know how it is. But I still have back here, if I can figure out how to get out of the way, there is the little Enjoywood diode laser that I put together last week. Just wanted to remind folks that if you are looking for a good little diode laser, there are links in this description here. If you click down below, you'll see it says Enjoywood diode laser. There's a link to Amazon, and then there's also a discount code that's still good through November 15th. You get 5% off, and of course, there's also a link to Banggood. And I don't know what the price is on either one of those. I haven't looked, but I know you can get 5% off with the Amazon discount code. And just so you know, full transparency here, I don't make anything by touch, so I don't care whether you go buy one or not. I'm just telling you because the company did send it to me for free, and they did give me a discount code to give to my viewers. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows about it if they want to check one out. Let's see. Something else you might have already noticed, something different. If you're looking through the comments here, we've got, if I can find it here. Let's see. Well, I guess they've already scrolled. Wait, there's so many comments. I can't even get caught up here. Let me scroll. Yeah, here's one. JR from Trade Skillers Anonymous. You notice his comment looks a little different, as does Mr. Alan Heffernan. And that is because they have joined my YouTube channel. I have now enabled channel memberships for my YouTube channel, and I thought I would talk about that just a little bit. Channel memberships allow me to offer some different perks for people that want to support the channel by getting a membership. There's 3 different levels of membership. I didn't get too creative. Mine are bronze, silver, and gold. It's kind of like the Olympics. So there's 3 different tiers to get in on the membership thing. And what the membership thing is going to be about is there will be special content. In fact, I'm going to be doing a new live stream that's centered around the new laser that I've added to the shop, and be doing lots of content with that. I'll be doing a live stream. It'll be kind of like a hangout where I'm out here piddling, making stuff, and members can come join me and stuff. But then there will be perks for those members too. If there's files for the project I'm working on, they can get those free if they're at a certain level and stuff like that. So there's different perks. You'll notice on the down below the screen, if you're watching on YouTube, it'll say you see a join button. So that's how you hit that. If you want to check it out, you can hit join, and it doesn't join. You don't join immediately when you hit that. You can hit that. It will show you the different levels and stuff like that. And you can decide if you want to join or not. It'll tell you what perks you get at what different levels and that kind of thing. But, like I said, the live stream will be a members only. There will also be, one of the other perks will be the members will get early access to some of the videos. So some of the videos, just regular videos that I do, they will have early access to that content. And they may have access to things that nobody else does. I mean, it just depends on how I'm going to work. As far as this show, the Hobby CNC with Dave show, nothing's going to change there. This will still be here on Saturday nights. And just like always. But since I added that laser to my shop here, I wanted to do something special. So let's see if anybody has any questions about that too. Feel free to put them in the chat. Paul is my he's brand new tonight, getting to drive tonight. So
you got 4 of them up there already.
All right, he's marking these for me. So here he says, contact me. I can probably help with some of the prizes. Okay. I will try and remember that. Let's see. Roger the Tinkerer says, Dave, how do you set up squaring in Mach 3? Well, I tell you what, Roger, I would have to look. It does it with this Avid, but I didn't set it up. That was in their machine profile. I think I've showed before that there's, I can't even get out of the way to show you. Like I said, you'll have to excuse the mess too, but there are proximity switches on both sides of the front. So when it comes up, when you home it, it's all in the homing script. It comes up and will hit. And of course, if it's racked, which it should never be, it will hit one and then wait for the other one to hit, and then they'll both move back off at the same time. Now, with my Gatton CNC, I never used that. I had a homing switch on one side. And I know a lot of people, would get a script that has that and put up 2 homing switches and all that stuff. Here's my thoughts on that. My thought is if you come out and home the machine and it comes up, and let's say it's off, I'm going to exaggerate, let's say it's off a 1/2 inch, and you see it come up or go back, whichever way you got it homing, and it comes up and it hits one and waits, and then you can tell that it was off a whole, and the other one comes up and hits, and then it moves off. To me, I would be thinking, oh crap, that means whatever I ran yesterday was not squared or was off. So that was kind of my thinking. The Gatton CNC used Acme lead screws. I, designed and built the machine. I know what it's capable of doing. So I never worried about it because I would always know when it was off, because you can tell when you pull the parts off, if it's off very much, if you're checking them close like you should be. So I never worried about the auto squaring thing. I figured you square it up, it should always stay square. It's probably not a good answer, but that's just the way I was. I never felt the need to put that on there. Jerry from Polly Wants a Crafter says, if we join, will you print a new toy on the 3D printer? Is that all it's going to take to get you to join, Jerry? You're going to send me the file for what you want me to print? Make sure it'll fit on my ender. guess. JR says, Trade Skillers Anonymous would like to sponsor a 3-pack of Jenny bits for the Christmas project contest. Now that is fantastic. Thank you, JR. That is, I'll get that listed on the website then, and list you as a sponsor. That's awesome, and a great prize. The 3-pack for Jenny bits. That's an awesome deal there. All righty. I guess that's all the comments we've got. Let me also welcome, I see Larry Brown is a new member. Appreciate you, Larry. Let's see. Leo says, I can't find the join button. If you're on, well, I know you're watching on YouTube. It's right there. If you look at where you see my little picture and my name, it's just to the right of that a little bit. There's a join button. Right there. Oh, I see Paul's Johnny on the spot here. He's already not only pushing buttons, he's typing stuff. Look at him go. Yeah, right next to Dave's name under the video. Okay, let's see. I guess we got them all. Oh, and I didn't knock these off. I'm bad at doing questions and then forgetting to uncheck them so they still stay in there. Ray says, can we join a year at a time? I don't know. I don't, well, I won't say you can't, but I think you just set it up and it's a recurring thing. And you can quit anytime. You can, if you join at the say the bronze level and then next month you want to move up to the gold level, you can do that. And then the month after that, you want to move back to the silver level in the middle. You can change it pretty much at any time, but I think they just do it month to month. I believe so. Wade says, someday you need to feature Trade Skillets. I think Trade Skillers Anonymous, unless they want to remain anonymous. Well, he's already been exposed because I've had him on the show many months ago. It's time to get him back on here. But I'll keep asking him, see if we can get him to come on. But he has been on, I don't remember when it was. It was probably one of the first 5 or 6 shows of the year, I think. I think so. I see. I lost that comment. Oh, here it is. Big Al says, Paul is a great mod. He is, isn't he? He's doing a great job.
All this power.
So, okay. Let's see. Got another question over here. Wood technology. Join late. How is the new laser going? Was the damage superficial? Well, I believe it was. And I've got it. I'll even give you all a little peek here at it. There it is. And it looks like when I show it that way, it looks like it's a long ways, but it's like 3 feet to my left right here. But there it is. And it's as far as I can tell, that it was just it's just such an unfortunate thing because a forklift has 2 forks, but there was only 1 hole. So it's like, I don't know how the guy managed to do it, but somehow they hit it. It was all the way just a few inches from the top of the crate. And you could look in there in a little hole that it created, and you could stick your hand in there and you could feel cardboard that they had over the top of that thing. And then of course they had stretch wrap and stuff. And you would think that there wasn't any damage at all. But what it did is somehow it caught the machine and pushed it just a little bit. And the way they have those on the pallet, there's in the leg leveler, the pad of the foot, there's a hole, and they put a long screw the thing down to the pallet on all 4 of those legs. Well, 2 of them, the screw was ripped out. It shifted it that much. But the problem was where the sheet metal damage occurred, it's because that thing was moving, but those screws kept that steady. So something had to give. And instead, if all of those screws had broke, there probably wouldn't be any damage. But because the 2 in the back, that's where the damage is, they didn't break. It kind of bent up the sheet metal a little bit. But I don't think there's going to be a problem. I have hooked it up to my laptop, and I've been moving around and stuff. And I have not fired it up, the laser beam itself yet, because I was waiting on some stuff from Amazon, because I'm doing a few little upgrades before I actually get started. And there'll be a video out probably in the next day or 2 showing you what I've done to it so far. But all of those came via Amazon late this afternoon. So tomorrow will be my first time actually firing off the laser. So it should work out okay. Let's see here. John Thompson says it was about the box gadget. Okay, I remembered seeing that question, but it's probably scrolled way at the top.
Yeah, he resubmitted it.
Okay. Well, it's hard, I mean, I can make a few guesses as to why it wouldn't fit. 3/1000 tolerance is what I used when I was making them with this machine right behind me here. And I was using a 1/8 downcut spiral when I ran them there. It could be that, I guess it just could be, depending on your machine, it might be that 3/1000 just isn't enough, because, it's all a combination of things, because your bit, you tell it what size bit you're putting in there. But if your bit is, you tell it it's a 1/8 bit, 0.125, and it's 0.12, it's going to be smaller. So it's not going to cut as big a spot. So that would probably be my guess as to what's going on. But did you run another one and change the tolerance to like 5/1000, and just play around until you get one? And you only have, even though you use the box gadget to create a box, you really only need to run 2 parts to be able to check your fit. And that's what I would recommend, is taking the other, like if you run a whole box with 4 sides and a bottom and a top, I would just take 2 sides and run those, because they're all going to be the same, or should be. And that way you're not, running a whole box, and then if it doesn't fit, you can't do anything. So I would just run those 2 pieces until you get your tolerance for your machine figured out, and then you should be good to go. All right. Bob says, Bob CNC, that's that Bob Wood guy, can sponsor a quantum CNC for the Christmas contest. Holy cow. Now that is a prize right there. Bob, you are just too awesome to offer that. That is fantastic. I will put the Bob's Bob CNC logo and stuff on the website and list you as a sponsor if that's for sure what you want to do. That is fantastic. What do you guys think about that? That is just amazing. What's this? Will the shipping company cover damages? Well, we didn't do a thing because, like I said, there was no external damage to the crate. You couldn't tell it was damaged until you got it down. So I'm totally good with it. Like I said, if I didn't think that it was just a little, it's all cosmetic to me. It's not anything that's going to affect the performance of the machine. If I thought it was, we would be taking another route, but it shouldn't be any problem. And you'll be seeing it really quick. Does the gadget allow for tweaking? Well, I think what you're asking is, can you change something once you've done it? And not really. You basically just, as far as I know, you have to just go do another one. But it only takes a second. I mean, I've done it here on the show. When you open up the gadget and tell it the size, height, and all that stuff, and then tell it the allowance, and boom. And then if you need to change it, it's just change the allowance and hit it, and it'll generate a whole new thing. So, but I think what you're talking about is once you've got it, you're not going to be able to tweak that one. All right. This is our LGR FBS. If you are going to cut a hole in aluminum, 8 millimeter, what tool would you choose? Well, I assume if you're talking about if I was going to cut it with this router back here behind me, it depends. Let's see, depends on how big a hole. Wait a minute, cut a hole in aluminum. Are we talking 8 millimeter thick aluminum, which is about, what is that, 5/16? I think 8 millimeters, 0.315, I think. I would probably use some kind of an up spiral bit, or better yet, and well, that's what I would use because that's what I have handy. But really, if I was going to do aluminum, I would probably get an O flute. Excuse me, because that's what you're supposed to use when using aluminum, I think. And again, it's not ideal to cut. You can cut aluminum, and I have cut a lot of aluminum with that machine behind me, but it's not really suited for doing a lot of aluminum because it has the air-cooled spindle as opposed to the water-cooled spindle. The water-cooled spindle, you can slow down the RPMs much more than 8,000, which really needs to be lower than that to do aluminum. Okay, let's see, man, the questions just keep on coming, don't they? For the box gadget, you can delete all the tool paths and do your own. You will need to use the dog bone gadget before doing your own tool path. Okay. Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying, but to me, it would be just easier to go back and redo it with the box gadget. If you're just, if you do one at 3,000 tolerance and it's too tight and doesn't fit, it takes like 2 seconds to go back and change it to 5,000 or 6,000 or whatever you want to change it to, and just redo it, because you click and there, it's all there. So, all righty. Yeah, I thought it was, it's 5/16 if you round down to thing. I think it's 0.315 if you do the mathematics on it. Yeah, I would have to second that. Great offer from Bob CNC. That is just over the top right there. So all right. So we got two folks already stepping up, do some stuff for the prizes. That's awesome. All righty. I think I'm going to be hurt tonight because I didn't bring any water out here, and my mouth's already, my throat's getting sore and everything already. Because I talk too much. Let me get these pictures queued up here. We got a few of them that I wanted to share. Let's see. We're going to start with this one. And I've got some notes right here. Let me bring this in. Okay, this is from my buddy Marcelo Balone. I hope I'm saying your name right, Marcelo. He says, "Hi Dave, thought I would send you my latest project. This was ordered by the gentleman that I buy my domestic wood from. It is made from maple as the base with black walnut for the dragons, stain to even out the color. The cross is Padauk, or as some folks say, Paduke. I say Padauk. And the flower is yellow heart and wingate. The whole project took me about 40 hours.
Wow.
But that is, and if you're out there thinking to yourself, that name Marcelo sounds familiar, he is the guy that's always sending me the pictures of the awesome inlays on those trays and things. Just that is just too awesome right there. Great job, Marcelo, as always. As always. All righty. Let's get the next one queued up here. This is from, let's see if I got these in any kind of order. I don't guess it matters. This is from Rob Schuster, who you've seen on here before, or as his new YouTube name is, Rob Schuster / Sidewinder Drums. He's the one that makes those awesome videos of his drums. Rob says, here are two different projects I've done recently for your next show and tell. For the cabin sign, okay, I did get the right one first. It says the star dot, which would be right here where my little cursor is. For the eye is the location of the cabin on the map. Okay. Wood is beech, and I used a texturing tool path to make it look more rustic. And let me zoom in here so we can get a look at that texturing thing. I don't know about everybody else, but I really like the texturing thing. I think that's an underused feature of VCard Pro. And I would imagine that it is because it takes a while to do that. So it probably adds a lot of cycle time to that.
Now, is that texturing done with a V-bit or?
Well, he doesn't say here. Maybe, I don't know if Rob's out there. Okay,
Yeah, he is out there. So.
Okay, Rob, I'm assuming, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming you use kind of a ball nose type bit. Okay.
Yep, he said ball nose.
Yeah, that's usually what you use to get that cool texturing effect there. So let's see. Okay, now we got some more pictures here. So let me click on. Okay, there you can probably see the texturing a little better. I just like that. I think that really, especially a cabin sign like that, I like that. Very nicely done, Rob. Okay, okay, let's see if this one, okay, I might have this one in the wrong order here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, let's take a look at this. This is a serving tray. The wood is myrtle. And he used 2 different epoxy inlays. And if you zoom in close, you can kind of see the swirls in it. So just curious, how many folks out there have done an epoxy resin project on their CNC? Just curious to see. Okay, let's see. Now let me go back this way. There's the back side of it. Man, that's pretty nice right there. Look at that. Very slick. I like that. And back here's a close-up of the inlay. Very nicely done, Rob. Okay, next, let me get the next bunch queued up here. This one I have a lot of them. These were just sent to me today, and I don't know if they're in any kind of order or not. I'll just go through. This is from Clyde Labonte. Clyde's one of my favorite Canadians. He's just over the line, I think, a little bit, but he's in Canada. And he sent these to me today, and I don't think he's going to be out in the chat because I think he said he wasn't going to be able to make it. But he says all of these jobs are done on the Gatton CNC, and he's got quite a few pictures. Some are in various states of finish here. So there's a campsite sign, and here's the same sign. I guess I'm going to guess that's paint.
You're not showing them on the screen.
Oh, see, you're earning your money.
I am. I might get a raise for that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll pay you twice as much as I'm paying you tonight next week.
That sounds good. I appreciate it.
Okay, so here's the campground sign, unfinished. There it is, and I'm going to guess that's paint. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to guess that's what it is. Could be stain, maybe. I don't know. Here's another one, Home Sweet Home. Looks good. I like that. I like that one. Here is a, what do you call these? Cribbage board? Is that what these?
Yep.
These things are? I have no idea how to play that, but I know these things are really popular, or so it seems. So I see we're getting quite a few folks out there in the chat that say they have done the resin stuff. Here's another campsite sign. I like that. Now, he didn't give me a lot of detail. All he said was all these were done on the Gatton CNC, so I don't have any information about the wood or anything else. But I'm just going to click through there. Here's a nice looking clock. Loving times together make memories that last forever. I like that. Here's another clock. Different family. I like that. That's one thing I haven't made is a clock. try that. I'm not 100% sure what this is, but I think this is something that he made to display something, because it seems like I remember him saying it back when he posted it on Facebook or something. I think that's some kind of a display of some sort. There's Charlie cut out, and I don't know. My eyes aren't good enough to tell if that's just something painted or if that is MDF, or maybe it's MDF painted. I can't tell. Might be MDF. Another campsite sign, or is that another picture of the same one? I'm not sure. Now, that must be paint, because I notice he's got a little bit of yellow and red and browns. I'm guessing that's paint in there. Looks good. Okay, let's see. This is a birth announcement thing. Oh, must be the Charlie. Yeah, I like that. It's a she shed sign with looks like a margarita glass. That's a good she shed. They serve margaritas. There's another camper sign. I like that. Those seem to be really popular. I know a lot of folks that make the the ones with the camper cut out on them or engraved on them. Here is Millie and Clyde, 89 Maple. Okay. Yep. And let's see what else we got. There's another clock. Just the saying on that one, no name on that one. Now this must be an old picture here, because Clyde has had his Gatton CNC for quite a while. It was his first cut. I guess he wanted to save that. Harley logo on there. Now we're talking. Henry's Margaritaville. And still another one. Another name. Family name thing. Okay, looks like that's it. So that's a lot of stuff. Clyde, he's been keeping that Gatton CNC busy. All right, let me take a quick look back over here in the comments. I wanted to see. John said he did a Tree of Life inlay with different color epoxies on a guitar neck. Okay. Matched epoxy inlays with the laser. JR says epoxy inlays are becoming one of my favorites. I've only done a couple, and I wasn't really crazy about them. And the reason why is because that stuff makes such a mess. When you're doing that surface cut to get it all, after you've got it all piled on there, it looks great. It looks great, but man, those ribbons get everywhere, and then they're all staticky. If I look close around here, it's been months since I did that last epoxy thing. And if I look close, I can probably find some of those ribbons still stuck to that machine somewhere back there. So, but they are cool. They are pretty cool. Wayne's going to give it a try. All right. Jerry's done the Maker's Rock album on the CNC. It had resin. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. It looks like Paul's got another question here. Brooks Martin says, how do you guys deal with raised grain on your 3D cars? Well, I'm going to give my stock answer, the one I always say. Anytime you have you do a 3D carve or even a V carve, if you get the grain raised on it, now again on a 3D carve, it's not excuse me, it's not as easy to do because you're talking a lot of time. But if you go back over it a second time, and also since it's hardly taking anything off, and the same thing with V carving, when you go over it the second time, as long as your machine can handle it, you can speed it up super fast. And it's just going up, kind of cleaning up the fuzzies and stuff like that. Now, probably not that great of an idea with a 3D carve. Another thing folks might use is some of those little flap wheels. What do they call them? The sanding mops, I think. Or
Sanding mops.
Some people use that. That's probably a better option than trying to rerun a whole 3D carve. But yeah, that would be my answer. All right, now I gotta find that question because
Brooks just added that his raised grain is after finishing.
After finishing, okay.
Are you using a water-based finish on it, Brooks?
Well, Marcella was giving us a size on that Dragon shield. That thing was 22 by 32 by 1.5 inches thick, so it was pretty big. Pretty big. All right. I am out of pictures. And it looks like we are out of questions. So we'll get ready to do the drawing here. Let me pull this up here since I got it out of the way. There we go. Okay, so it says we've got 25 entries. Is that all we've got? Has everybody got their hashtag cadence in there for the drawing? Here's, let's see, that was Brooks that asked that question. Rick says try steel wool there. Some very fine steel wool. And thank you, Dwayne. He's reminding everybody to mash that like button. Appreciate that. All right. I can't believe we've only got 25 because we have, or did have 100 folks watching.
There's a bunch of them just got added, but I don't see them going onto the thing yet.
Okay, well, let me hit the, maybe since I had that thing, let me redo it here. That's, wondering, I didn't close it out, but I did have it minimized. Okay, it's got 22 there, 23, 25. I'm going to give it an extra minute because, I mean, we had nearly 100 entries last week when I did that drawing. So even I just to make sure you get in, you know, it's only supposed to count one, but if you put your hashtag cadence in early, you might want to go ahead and put it in again just to make sure it picks something up in case something happened to those other ones. Because it's climbing pretty good now. We'll give it a few minutes and talk about some other stuff while we're waiting for that. Yeah, I will. I'm going to write down. Well, I don't even have a pen out here. I'm going to make note of. Let's see. I've already forgot the name. It was Harry Ragland. I'll have to go back and look through the comments. I think it was Harry Ragland that said to contact him about.
Yes, it was.
For the Gatton CNC Christmas Challenge. And then, of course, JR said he would do the triple bit package. And Bob Wood said, I still can't believe this. He would offer up a quantum. And if you don't know about what a quantum is, that is the new, I guess it's fairly new, right, Bob? It's been out a little while. It's the new design of CNC that Bob CNC is offering. And that is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome thing. Okay, here's another suggestion for Brooks. He says, use spray water after roughing pass to raise the grade dry before the final pass. Okay. Okay. Jerry says, Polly Wants a Crafter is in for a $100 Amazon gift card for the prize pool. Awesome. That is awesome. All right. I'm going to have to get a pen and write some of this stuff down. Or go back through the comments. All these comments are saved in here for a little while, so I'll be able to get them. Okay, we're up to 65. I'm going to let it run just a little bit longer because I don't want anybody to get left out. And I know we had a ton of them. Last week we were one short of 100 in the drawing. Also, before we get out of here tonight, I want to thank the folks who have already joined the YouTube channel membership thing. I appreciate that. And I hope you're as excited as I am about doing some of this content with this laser. My mind's just been going crazy with all kinds of stuff. And I can't wait to do it. I thought about trying to, just do something, kind of mix it in with this show. And I thought, no, I got so many things I want to do. I'm going to make a separate live stream, make it just kind of centered around the CO2 laser, and be making all kinds of stuff. So looking forward to doing that. Okay, let's see, where are we at? 66. Is it still going? Holding at 66 here for a minute. Troy's trying to get him on the thumbs up here. He says 110 watching and only 68 thumbs up. Yeah, we could use some of those too. All right, we're stuck at 66, so I guess we're going to go with that. It's been on that for a minute. So this is for a Genie bit from Cadence Manufacturing Design of some kind. I don't know. Let me check my text messages. I don't think I have heard from Cody. No, don't. Haven't heard from him, but I'm sure he will. He hadn't told me not to give one away, so we're gonna do the drawing, and whatever he decides, that's what you'll get. Or maybe he'll do it where you get to pick. I don't know. But anyway, we are at 69, 70. Okay, now starting to climb again. Give me just another minute. We are right at the top of the hour, though. Okay. All righty, 72. All right, we're going to go ahead and hit it. Good luck, everybody. And here we go. Stephen James. How you doing, Stephen? Congratulations. You are the proud winner of something. I'm not sure what. Some kind of a bit, but in case, I think this is Stephen's first time winning. I don't recall seeing his name before. So just so you know, you will want to go to the website, www.cadencemfgdesign.com. Send Cody an email and say, hey, I won something on Dave's show with the live drawing. So anyway, that's who you contact. And again, congratulations. Those are, all of them were great bets. I haven't, they're all great. So no matter which one it is, it'll be a good one. I'm pretty sure. All right. I guess we're going to wrap this up then. Thank you all for everything. Thank you all for being here tonight. We've had another big crowd. Thank you all for the ones who have already signed up with the team YouTube membership thing. That's pretty awesome. Already getting a few of those going. And especially thank you to the ones who have offered up the prizes, which was Harry Ragland, JR from Trace Killers Anonymous, Bob Wood from Bob CNC, and Jerry Brown from Polywinch Crafter. So we're going to have some awesome prizes for the Gatton CNC Christmas Challenge. So if you have not checked that out, go to the website, davegatton.com, and check that out. There'll be all the stuff about how to enter and what you need to do. It's really simple. And it's usually a fun time for the folks that do it too. Get out in your shop, make a Christmas themed project, shoot a short video, send me the link, and we'll pick out the best ones of the bunch. So, all right, Paul, thank you very much for sitting in tonight. You're normally here anyway, but
yeah, but this is like sitting in the big chair.
Yeah, you're up at the you're not at the kids' table anymore.
That's right.
Well, thank you. You did a great job flagging the questions and stuff. I appreciate you. And we are going to get out of here. So everybody have a great weekend. Have a safe Halloween. Halloween's Monday, I think. So be careful if you're out trick-or-treating or doing any of that stuff. Watch out for it's bad you have to say it, but watch out for all the stuff they slip into candy these days and stuff. So anyway, that's going to do it. We'll see y'all next week. Good night, everybody.